wants to know what is really going on the market right now? We're going to give you a recap of the end of June numbers, which just came out today, and we're going to talk about what July and August are going to look like. Here's the reality. We're going to post the numbers here as I chat with you, but I'm also going to give you some good, healthy information, if you're not a numbers person, to focus on, and some advice going into summer. Here's the recap for the end of June. We saw 6,213 transactions take place in the month of June, and that is down from just over 7,000 transactions in the month of May. So what does that mean? That means less transactions actually successfully went to market and closed. We're also down about 15 or 16% from the year prior. There's no shock here, guys. The market is slow. It's still sluggish. Homes are still selling, but we're not in a better position than we were last year in terms of number of transactions. The average price of a home GTA-wide for all property types rolled up is pretty flat with where it was last year. If you had your home evaluated last year and you're curious whether you've grown or not, it's not to say that you are also flat. It really depends on the product type. We're starting to see that condos have come down substantially, but in some neighborhoods you'll be surprised to see there has been some uptick. So as always, get specific advice and information related to your property. Don't work with these general numbers to give you a gut check on what your biggest asset is worth. That's my advice to you. The days on market are a little bit longer. We were 19 at the end of May. We're sitting at 20 at the end of June, and the reality is we're probably going to see those days on market grow longer as we head into the summer months. I got to tell you, just this morning I was looking at inventory, and I'll tell you there are still some listings sitting from January and February and March that are still languishing. What is going to happen this summer with those listings that have been sitting since the early spring? Here's my prediction. In September, right after Labor Day, the week or two that follow that, we always see new, fresh inventory. New home sellers come to market, and what's going to happen is they are going to flood out old inventory that's going to fall by the curbside, or the wayside as I like to say it, because those are picked over listings, they're old, their days on market on stretch, and buyers are going to look at new listings with opportunities and forget about the old stuff. So if you've been sitting on the market, this might be the time to hit pause, an opportunity to regroup, and to make sure that you come out as a revived, refreshed, properly priced listing in the fall. New listings are up from the prior year. We're sitting at 17,960 some listings that came up at the end of June. Are we going to see more listings this month? My bet is it's going to be a slow trickle. I can tell you, in all the neighborhoods that I'm watching in central Toronto, there have been small trickles of inventory since the Canada Day long weekend has passed us. There's probably going to be acceleration next week as more inventory comes, because this is the last rush before the month of August. Some of you have asked me, is August a really good time to list? I'm going to say to you, if you don't have it together in the next week or so to hit the market, you might want to hit a pause for the month of August. We lose about 80% of the buyers to vacations, holidays, focusing on getting kids back to school, and you don't want to go to market in an already stale environment when you don't have all the buyers and attention on you. My guess would be if you went to market in August, unless you were something so rarely offered and so aggressively priced, you're probably going to sit on the market and you're going to get, again, flushed to the wayside come September. So getting to market and making sure that you take this time to get fit to enter the fall market is my highest and best recommendation for you. If you're contemplating selling, this is absolutely the time to get organized and ready. And here's my advice to you. Don't let things drag out. Don't take your time trying to do the things that need to be done around the house. Get to work. We've had enough rainy days to suggest that if there's stuff to do in the house, it is a great time to work on inside work. And remember, summertime is a fantastic time to work on enhancing the exterior curb appeal of your home. So if you've got work to do, get it out of the way right now and get fit to sell for fall. I had this question a couple of days ago, and it seems to be popping up more frequently from buyers, sellers, and investors. The question was, do I think that the slide or the decline is over? My honest answer is, I don't think we've seen the bottom of condo sales yet. I still think there's a massive exodus out of the downtown core, but I do think there are some amazing opportunities out there for sellers who are desperate to bail. Do I think we've quite seen the bottom? That's the question. No, I don't quite think so. So what I would suggest is, if you're interested in selling, to get really realistic on pricing and figure out the best possible time to get out of the market. I hope I'm wrong about that prediction, but something inside of me says I'm not certain that we're done. There just haven't been enough aggressive interest rate reductions to restore the confidence in this market. And I'm not sure if at the end of this month we're going to see any reduction at all by the Bank of Canada, or if we see one, if it'll be more than 0.25% and restore the confidence. The timing of this Bank of Canada reduction is so ironic. It's coming at the worst possible time, because August Again, the market hollows out and there's not going to be enough acceleration built in a month where buyers are already on vacation and tuned out to restore confidence going into the fall market. So if you're a seller and you need to bail out, please, as always, do not wait until the final opportunity or the final moment. I'm throwing you a life raft here, and our team is here to help you confidentially to serve you at the highest level possible and make sure that you can get in, get your house ready, get going, get it on the market, and get it sold. Homes are still selling, and we are still selling homes here every single day at the Oath & Group. What I want to offer you today is an offer for a free, confidential and friendly conversation with our team members, because you might find yourself in a scenario where you're sort of tunnel vision, you can't see the forest for the trees, you really don't want to talk about a difficult situation you're in, but you absolutely need to. So here's my offer. If you'd like, you can reach out to me confidentially on my cell phone, 647-383-7653. We'll post it on the screen, or by email, and book a confidential conversation where we can be honest with one another. You can tell me what you need, and I can provide some recommendations and put my thinking cap on to really support you and your family if you're in a difficult situation. And I have to tell you, you're not alone. There are a lot of families that have come to us lately who have precarious positions that they're in that need to get out of them. So I want you to feel comfortable. There's no shame if you're in a difficult situation, but it's better to talk about it sooner than later with a professional that can be trusted so that you can make a plan to get out of that situation. Because I can tell you from watching other families really struggle and keeping quiet or secretive about their situations, it doesn't get better the longer you postpone it. It actually gets worse. And there is relief to be found in the market. Homes are still selling, and you can get out with your pride and dignity. You don't have to wait for the bank to take in if that's the situation you're in. For the rest of you, or if you're contemplating dropping an investment property that you own, if you've got a portfolio and you're wondering what to sell, what to keep, again, I would say to you, every property is unique. Get an opinion of value as at today's date to get an understanding of where you sit, and then again, revisit it in the fall to get another gut check on where things sit. For us, this is part of what we do. There's no obligation, there's no cost, and we would be more than happy to follow your situation or look at the value of your properties or property to help you make good, clear, concise decisions, even in a difficult market. That's exactly where we excel. Thanks for watching. Remember to subscribe, share this with a friend, or just keep it for reference for another time where you might need to hear this message again. Thank you so much, and have a wonderful July.